welcome everybody to this short interview of a very special guest. Today we have among us arguably the most versatile artist in the Kannada film industry right now, Mr. Rakshit Shetty. Thank you for taking time off to do this with us, sir.
Thank you, it was a pleasure being here.
Mr. Rakshit Shetty has worn many hats in the industry, including that of actor, director, stuntman, choreographer, and most recently, producer. One recent newspaper article went on to dub him as the most bankable star in the industry right now. He has been involved in over 10 films such as the recent hit Kirik Party or the award-winning or cult film Udidavaru Kandante. So it's with great pleasure that I would like to begin this interview, sir.
Thank you.
Time and again you have stated that Quentin Tarantino is an inspiration to you as a filmmaker.
Yeah.
Can you tell us which is your favorite Tarantino film and why?
I think, I celebrate every film he does. And my all-time favorite will be obviously Pulp Fiction. You can see the inspiration in Udidavaru Kandante as well. Not in terms of seeing the film in chapter. I always argue that, the idea of saying the film in chapters is not because of Quentin Tarantino, because the film needed it.
Yes.
Because the film was about perspectives. But even otherwise, there's a lot of in terms of music or in terms of how I stage a scene.
Yes.
I think here and there you'll see the influence of Pulp Fiction or Quentin Tarantino style.
Yes.
And I've that you can see the tribute as well here and there. Even Quentin Tarantino is like that,
Yes.
He's inspired from a lot of 50s, 60s films, and he wears this inspiration on his sleeves, and he shows that this is inspired. In fact, the golden light coming from the suitcase,
Yes.
which is there in Udidavaru Kandante, which is there in Pulp Fiction,
Fiction,
is itself is inspired by a black and white film. So he does that, and I believe in the same thought process, and maybe our wavelength matches, and those are the kind of films you and I would like to make.
Yes, we definitely enjoyed that. Can I ask a question? Have you ever tried doing the Vincent Vega dance from Pulp Fiction?
Oh no, never. Although I enjoy it, but I've never tried that because I'm kind of shy doing it.
Yeah. Moving on to the next one. Apart from the Rashomon style of telling the story we saw in Udidavaru Kandante, are there any other themes of Akira Kurosawa that you would like to adapt into Kannada cinema?
See, again, Rashomon also, it was not a conscious decision that that I came up with, that I'll use the Rashomon style.
Yes.
Whereas saying films on the basis of perspectives was done a lot of times, even before Rashomon as well. And Rashomon is the same story told from 3 different perspectives, whereas Udidavaru Kandante was not the same story told in 3 different perspectives.
It was different
It is
stories.
about perspectives, but 5 stories of 5 different people and how they interlink together.
Correct.
But I have my filmmaking career or my film, the growth of filmmaking as a filmmaker, right? Inside,
Yes.
that happened watching Kurosawa films. That happened watching Quentin Tarantino films or Martin Scorsese's films.
And I think you also said that you've been inspired by Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie.
Yes.
So I came to industry only to be an actor, and a writer in me or a director in me, it developed only after I started watching these films. I'd watched these films even before, but when I started watching these films as a filmmaker or wannabe filmmaker, that is when I started learning the process of filmmaking.
Last year there was a controversy regarding the Central Board of Film Certification when it ordered the 89 cuts in Urta Punjab. Anurag Kashyap came out very strongly against the CBFC after this, and also Kiragurina Gayaligalu, the Kannada film, also ran into trouble. So, taking view of all of these things, what is your opinion on the role of the CBFC and censorship?
Well, I really don't think that you can put any censorship to any kind of art form. But yeah, sometimes when you get these films to theaters, so there are certain rules we have to follow. But I really think that these rules they have to make sense most of the times. For example, right now when we make films,
Yes.
We can't show ants in the film, because if we show ants, then we'll have to get a animal certificate from the animal censor board.
We saw that with the crow in Udidavaru Kandante
Exactly.
also. I think
That
you had
all
to-
that doesn't make sense to us. And so as long as those rules make sense, I really don't think it's a problem for us to follow it. At the same time, I believe that the art forms shouldn't have any kind of censorship. But yeah, I mean, since we work under a judicial system, we'll have to follow few rules, but let the rules make sense.
As a small follow-up question, apart from muting words and other rules the CBFC has, some directors have accused the CBFC of also indulging in political censorship. What is your opinion on that?
Well, according to me, I mean, as I said, there shouldn't be any kind of censorship. I mean, if there should be a scope for filmmaker to say that, okay, fine, you give me an A certificate, but I'm not ready to cut this. That doesn't happen
In the current setup
right now. They are like, no, we want to give you a U-bar A certificate, so you can't have all this. Like, no, give me A. I don't mind having a A certificate. Give me I want my film to be this way.
Yes.
So at least that option should be there, or you put a A+ if you want. but give me an option where I want to show the film the way I want, because that's sometimes, you know, sometimes putting this censor doesn't make sense, because as a filmmaker, my film get defeated. So if that happens, then there's no point.
Yes.
Because what's the point of me making a film where you tell me the rules? So that shouldn't happen.
So do you feel that the concept of censorship and our right to freedom of expression, can they coexist in some way, or?
They definitely can coexist somewhere, but yeah, I mean, there has to be a system where we can do that, where you know, we can sit together and talk about it, and then, you know, come to one
come to a resolution.
Yeah, come to a middle point where we can, you know,
yes,
okay, you win, I win,
okay,
kind of a thing.
Yeah. Moving on to a slightly different topic, you have made very brave films like Tughlaq or Ududavaru Kandante, which have challenged the status quo, if not the state. Taking this into consideration, what about the views expressed in your film Ricky? Are they also the views held by Rakshit Shetty, the politically aware person?
See, when I work as an actor, I work as an actor. That's all. So a director has to be convinced with the script, or what he's going to say in the script,
yes,
along with the writer. But as an actor, I really can't have a say on it, because as an actor, I'm supposed to play different. I mean, if I play a negative character where I have to kill someone, doesn't mean that as an act in real life I believe in killing someone.
Yes.
That's a character I'm supposed to play. That's all. So I really think that, but a director should believe what he's showing in the film, okay, and the ultimate conclusion of the film, or the writer has to believe in it.
But actors, an actor especially such as you, has absolutely no role in picking a slight angle of how the film goes.
Well,
forward.
I mean, when you have a say on, for example, in Ricky, if I had read a lot about Naxalites, and if I had a say on it, then I could always go and discuss that out with Rishabh. I was not much aware of, I mean, other than the general thing what is already around.
Yes.
I was not much aware of it. So and Rishabh had followed Naxalism for a long time.
Yes.
Like he had read a lot of books.
Yes. And
based
from
on
his
Naxalism.
hometown, I think he's
Exactly.
many experiences.
Correct.
Yes.
So I completely trusted him, and went with it.
Okay, so moving on to a different topic again. Regarding the recent, what is your opinion on the dubbing of other language films into Kannada?
See, I mean, I have opinions on both the sides, to be frank. I believe that if people start dubbing other language films to Kannada, it might help us also, and there will be a very good healthy competition as well. And
Yes.
Basically, you're at least watching a Kannada film, dubbed.
It is still our language.
It is still our language.
Yes.
And at the same time, there are a lot of people who will get affected by that. And I've not gone too much into detail about that, but there are a set of people who argue that people in the future there might be lesser Kannada films, because
of the competition.
Things like that. So basically, you're scared. I mean, my point is, don't get scared. I mean, let's give our best. let's
So you believe in an open playing field in a way.
Yeah, definitely.
Let them come.
Because see, when I get an offer, with Kirik Party, I'm getting an offer for to dub my films to other languages.
Yes.
So if I am ready to dub my films in other languages, and if I don't want other languages films to be dubbed in my in Kannada, and I'm a hypocrite.
Yes.
I don't want to be a hypocrite. So
Yes.
either we have to come to a conclusion, that the whole industry has to come to a conclusion that okay, fine, our films we won't dub to any other language.
Yes.
Please don't dub your films to our language as well. If you come to that point, then fine, okay, that's one resolution we take, and we follow it. But otherwise, if you want to dub your films to other languages, but not you don't want others to dub their films into your language, then that's not the right
So
approach.
you actually are asking for again an open debate between all the stakeholders, all of them come forward and resolve this issue.
Yeah, and these debates shouldn't be on TV. This debate should be inside a closed room, and let people talk openly, the way
Yes.
they, what is their thought, and leave out all your ego, and let's not stick on to one thing and beat around the bush.
Yes.
Let's be open about the debate, and let's come to a conclusion.
Okay, thank you. But slightly related to that also, you have also said that you do not do remakes.
Yeah.
Will that opinion change if the right director or actor comes along?
I don't believe that doing a remake film is a taboo or something. I mean, it's not something. It's ultimately once again you're making a film.
Yes.
So if you can make a film out of a novel, why shouldn't you make a film out of a script?
Yes.
But obviously don't follow it frame by frame. So it's not that I'm against remakes, but in Kannada right now I believe in bringing out new talents, new writers, and giving them an opportunity instead of paying someone for a remake rights.
Yes.
We have to pay a minimum 5 to 30 lakhs for a remake rights. Instead, give that 30 lakhs to 5 people. Pay 5 lakhs each, or give 2 lakhs each. Spend 10 lakhs on 5 good writers and ask them to write a script. Reject 10 scripts. The 11th script what he comes up with might be something which is better than what you're paying for.
Yes.
So believe in yourself first. I mean, that was the whole idea. So right now, I believe that writers in Kannada industry, we have done for them. So let's. But there are talent, but right now they're not working for us because obviously they're not getting well paid. So let's bring them in. Let's encourage them. And 10 years down the line, when we have a good number of writers, and then if there's one film which is begging to be remade and reach the Kannada audience, then let's do it. Shouldn't be a problem. But it's not a sin doing a remake. But right now, Kannada industry needs good writers. Let's encourage them. That's all.
Okay,
That's what I think about it.
Principle stands. I hope it only continues that way. Now again, slightly a different topic again. For the recent film Lipstick Under My Burqa, it was denied a certificate by the CBFC because it was deemed lady-oriented. There is also a dearth of good women-oriented cinema, not only in the Kannada industry but in India in general. So do you have any plans of casting a strong female protagonist or making a strong woman-oriented film anytime soon?
I would like to produce it, definitely. But when it comes to direction, as I always told, that I'm here. I became a filmmaker only because I wanted to be an actor. So most of the times, I can't imagine a film without myself as an actor there. So, well, let's see. I mean, maybe after I pass a certain age where I can't play any roles later. So maybe then I can come up with the female-oriented film. But yeah, obviously, I mean, as a producer, I can always invest on a film which is female-oriented, and definitely that kind of films are required in our industry.
Power to you, sir. Hopefully we'll be eagerly waiting to see more films like that.
Thank you.
You have also gone on record to say that if somebody else were to edit Ulidaru Kandante, its box office reception might have been very different.
Yeah.
Are there any plans on getting it edited by somebody else and re-releasing the film now?
Well, I'm actually I'm over Ulidaru Kandante as of now, so not sure if I would like to go back and work on it again.
Okay.
And let's see, maybe after 5 years down the line, or 10 years down the line, and if the film still is appreciated by people. Let's try that out.
Okay. I'm sure people will be eagerly waiting for that. We still love it. Your next venture is a director, Thugs of Malgudi. It's already creating a buzz. You also said that this will be a tribute to Shankar Nag. What in Malgudi days caught your attention or drew your imagination to it?
I mean, as a kid, I think everything about Malgudi days. I used to wait for Malgudi days. Like I should wait for whole week. I think it was playing on Wednesday evening. As far as I remember, yeah, Wednesday evening, right? Yeah.
I don't remember. I think it was before my time.
Okay. So as a kid, I used to wait for that. Malgudi days to play, come on DD1 or DD9, DD1. Sorry. It's all my films are based on my childhood likings.
Yes.
Kannante, the Tiger Dance, everything.
Yes.
It's completely based on my childhood likings. In Kirik Party also, there's a lot of old Kannada and Hindi film references. If you go in detail,
yes,
that is because I loved those films as a kid.
Yes.
And I want to recreate them. When I'm making films. So Malgudi days as well. I've loved the serial as a kid, and right now I'm not going to watch it again because I have memories associated with it,
yes,
and I would like to make a film based on those memories not based on Malgudi days itself.
Okay, so this will be a new reimagination of Malgudi days
yeah,
as your memory remembers it.
Yes.
Okay.
The characters
from Malgudi days.
Yeah.
Okay. The recent important Kannada film Amravati by B.M. Giriraj, which captured the plight of and lives of Paurakarmikas, manual scavengers, it ran for only 5 days in Mangaluru. And you're also aware of the box office record of Ulidaru Kandante. So do you think there is an urgent need to educate the audience about good cinema, and how can this be done?
The thing is, see, there's an audience for these kind of films, but they're not constantly fed. Only an industry starts feeding the one set of audience constantly. That is when they will, their focus will be constantly on the theaters. They'll be looking forward. Okay, what next? But when you give them a break of like 5-6 months and don't give them a film at all on the parallel genre, so they get dissociated once again from the theaters, and then the word of mouth has to start playing its game again.
Yes.
For them to come back to the.
So more filmmakers doing films like this,
and constantly feeding this audience will make changes.
Will make changes in this. Also, you recently set up Param Studios, I think, with a very strong emphasis on script writing, like you were mentioning earlier.
Yes.
What has the response been like, if you can share it with us?
I mean, we have a writing team called 7 Odds now.
Yes.
And constantly we've been getting blog writers writings on our mail IDs, and we have people to go through it, and if we find a talent, we call them, they come and meet us, and we are trying to develop or increase the number in 7 Odds. 7 Odds doesn't mean that only 7 people.
Yes.
It can be like it's just a name for the writing team. And so we would like to increase the number of writers. We would like to keep them on paycheck, where along with writing being a passion and a hobby, it has to be a profession as well.
Yes.
That is when they will look into it as a career, and that is what we want to develop, not only for films but for online virals or TV series.
Okay.
In all terms,
in all media.
As a writer, we want to recognize few people and encourage them.
Okay, but is this how are people able to approach you with this, sir? Like how can they get in touch with you if they would want to?
We have shared our email ID, contact@paramba.com, so they can always start sending their work, not just writing. Even a short filmmaker or whoever it is, he can send his work in terms of creative field to contact@paramba.com, and there are people who are going through it. If we like it, and if we think that okay, this talent can be fed, then we'll definitely give them a call. And
so it's definitely a very democratic exercise, and it's open to everybody across the world. They can now in a way contribute to Kannada cinema.
Kannada cinemas, yeah.
Yes. I hope it becomes a great success.
Thank you.
Finally, I would just like to ask a simple question. What has the experience filming with Anant Nag been like?
Uh,
Uh,
well, working with Anant Nag was definitely, going back to school, film school. I think. I mean, I've not gone to film school at all, but as an actor,
Yes.
I think it was an experience where I got to learn a lot from him. Although throughout the shoot, whenever I had a scene with Anant Nag, I was subconsciously I was really scared. I realized only once the shot was over, once the director says cut, I was to realize that why my heartbeat is so it's
It's
beating
raised
faster.
up
Yeah, it's raised up.
perfection.
But it was definitely a good experience. Even after like 48 years of experience in acting field, he still, the way he prepares himself for every scene he does, it's kind of marvelous. Sometimes you feel guilty that just because after like 8 years in the field, I'm like, okay, this scene I can do it. I don't have to prepare for it.
Yes.
You come to that conclusion sometimes, and there's one guy who's been in the industry for 40 years and he's still preparing for the scene. Okay, let me prepare.
Yeah.
So that happens most of the times, and so that a lot of things which I got to learn from Anand, so that how serious a film acting can be.
Okay. I think we are almost running out of time. So the last question would be, what would your message be to aspiring student filmmakers?
See, I really believe that you should always follow your intuition. That every path to success is different. It can't be the same, and so it is basically you have to follow yourself, follow your intuition rather than following a path somebody has already traveled.
Yes.
But the basic message what I would like to give is start doing short films, make your own team,
Yes.
because team is very important, and if you have a good team, then there is nothing which can stop you.
Yes.
So form a team, and start making your short films. In today's in today's time, you really don't need a godfather to get a break. If you have talent, you already have a break there. You just have to work towards it.
Okay, so you believe that the industry has definitely changed for the better now in the last few
definitely.
years. So thank you so much,
Thank you,
sir.
thank
Thank
you.
you so much
Pleasure
for.
being here. Thank you so much.